Imagine being jolted awake, your heart racing as you catch fragments of an unnerving dream. As complex beings blessed with the faculty of dreams, we dive each night into this baffling biological mystery. Since antiquity, we sought to unravel the cryptic messages hidden in our nocturnal mindscape. Though shrouded in enigma, dreams are thought to be the mind's canvas, where our deepest fears, desires, and recollections come alive. Dreaming is not just a mundane routine of sleep. It's a journey embarked upon roughly 2 hours after we drift into slumber, in a recurring spectacle known as the REM cycle. An 8-hour night's rest gifts us about 4 to 5 increasingly vibrant and protracted REM periods, setting the stage for a cerebral symphony that intensifies with the night. Our mental engines throttle to life during these REM intervals, propelling us into an unconstrained realm of consciousness. It's in this theater of the mind where the impossible becomes everyday, a domain where chatting with ancient kin or soaring on colossal lepidopterans is the norm. Though dreams may seem arbitrary, there exist individuals who delve deep into dream analysis, seeking meaning in the surreal. Lucid dreaming, a state of dream-induced consciousness, remains a riveting frontier where one can, with intent and practice, steer their dream world experiences. Imagine teleporting to distant realms or rewinding time at will. Not mere fantasy, some of humanity's brightest minds attribute their breakthroughs to lucid dreams. Consider Albert Einstein's pivotal theory of relativity, Salvador Dali's surrealist masterpieces, or Larry Page's conception of Google's fundamental algorithm. Each of these prodigious feats drew inspiration from controlled dreaming. Venturing further into the dream spectrum, we uncover a controversial and illicit avenue: the consumption of dimethyltryptamine, aka DMT, a potent psychotropic. Unlike softer psychoactive substances, DMT catapults the individual into a profound astral odyssey, dissolving the constructs of temporal and spatial reality. Intriguingly, DMT is akin to the chemical cocktail that brews naturally within us, posing a tantalizing question: is it a conduit for chemically induced dreaming? Another extraordinary dream variant is the premonition dream. Call it chance or clairvoyance, there exist uncanny records of individuals envisioning events before their actual occurrence. Abraham Lincoln's haunting premonition of his own demise, foreseen reveries of the Titanic's doom, and prefigured warnings from the September 11th calamity, each instance begs the question of a latent foretelling power within our slumbering minds. Our dreams are not devoid of carnal escapades, as studies reveal that both sexes fantasize about intimate encounters with equal frequency in their dreams, a surprising revelation considering men's twofold waking obsession with such thoughts. The dream world allows for such corporeal thrills that one can even reach a climax during these moonlit narratives. But why must we dream? The consensus we've arrived at is not about luxury, but necessity. Dreams are the tether to our well-being. To be deprived of REM sleep is to fall into a chasm of cognitive disarray, with long-term memory slipping away, and eventually, reality itself distorting into hallucination. What actions will you undertake in the quest for healthier sleep patterns and more insightful dreams? How will you harness your own REM cycles for personal growth and discovery? When you subscribe, hit the like button, and ring the notification bell, you're not just tuning into more content, you're unlocking a trove of wisdom that empowers you to navigate both your waking and dream worlds with greater intention and enlightenment. As we approach the conclusion of this deep dive into the phenomena of dreams, remember that your support through a tip reflects the value you've derived from our exploration today. Let's venture forth with open eyes and open minds, ready to decode the silent language of our dreams, for within them lies the key to unlocking the boundless potential of the human spirit. Good night, and may your dreams reveal their secrets to you. Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves as we dive into the enigmatic history behind a question that has puzzled many. Why does February have just 28 days? Grab onto your seats, because we are about to journey through time, back to ancient Rome, where our modern calendar takes its roots. Let's unravel the mystery that starts in the 8th century BC, when Rome operated on the calendar of Romulus. This archaic system comprised just 10 months, with March marking the year's birth amidst the spring equinox and December closing it off. Imagine a world where January and February didn't exist. 304 days made up a year, and the chilling winter didn't merit a mention on the official timetable. Winter was a no-man's land, disregarded entirely by the agricultural society, where only seasons conducive to farming were deemed noteworthy. But there entered King Numa Pompilius, who, in 713 BC, deemed the omission of a chunk of the year absurd. His adjustments had the calendar straddling the year's 12 lunar cycles, equating roughly to 355 days. With it, the onset of January and February were introduced, albeit tucked away at the year's tail end. with February being the final chapter. The superstitious Romans of old held a deep-seated belief. Even numbers were a beacon for bad luck, a magnet for malevolent spirits. Numa, trying to appease the gods and the populace, endeavored to give each month an odd number of days to repel spirits. However, the math had to add up. 355 days necessitated 1 month to bear the burden of evenness, and as fate had it, February was the chosen one, possibly by virtue of being last in line. This lunar tide calendar proved to be far from perfect. As years rolled by, the seasons and months slipped out of harmony. Before you knew it, you'd be sweating through a summer in October or shivering in a winter that had inexplicably drifted to June. To mitigate this confusion, the leap month Mercedonius was introduced to be inserted sporadically. But, thanks to the high priests who flicked this extra month switch whenever it suited them politically, the public was left in disarray, not knowing whether they were coming or going. Enter Julius Caesar, a man who desired order. To reboot Rome's sense of time, he instituted a whopping 445-day year in 46 BC, coined as the Year of Confusion to resynchronize the calendar. Borrowing from the solar expertise of the Egyptians, he rejigged the Roman system, aligning it with the sun, topping months up to a 365-day total. At its inauguration, February remained the odd one out with only 28 days. Yet, as the Earth coyly adds an approximate quarter of a day annually to complete its solar orbit, every 4 years, we accumulate enough to warrant an extra day. And so, leap years present us with a February donning 29 days. However, the plot thickens, as every century, we skip a leap day to maintain balance with the cosmic dance of our planet around the sun. So, this is the saga of our calendar, tangled and eccentric, but it's the system that has, over centuries, proven itself robust. Now, let's turn our gaze to you. What's your take on this rhythmic yet chaotic dance of days, months, and years? If this piqued your interest and you're hungry for more intriguing tales and insights, remember to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell to secure your path to becoming a well-versed navigator of history's deep waters. To those who've hung tight till the end, your companionship on this intellectual odyssey is indeed invaluable. If you found this expedition rewarding, consider leaving a tip commensurate with the trove of knowledge unearthed here today. Stay curious, stay astute, and always look beyond the calendar's page to the stories it tells. Ladies and gentlemen, ever found yourselves wondering about the peculiarities of the world? Like why nations deliberately skip some colors from their flags. Purple, for instance. It's absent. Isn't that something? Now, imagine a tale that takes you through the corridors of history, geography, the intricacies of science, and the elegance of art, all to untangle this colorful mystery. That's exactly the kind of revelatory journey we're embarking on today. Fasten your curiosity seatbelts. It's time to explore this enigmatic puzzle. Now, let's dive right into this incredible phenomenon. A time-traveling escapade, if you will, that answers not only the question about purple's absence from our national emblems but also gifts us with astonishing insights into our world's past. From the ancient dyes crafted by the Phoenicians to the modern spectacles of world unity through flags, every chapter of this narrative is fashioned to intrigue your mind and challenge your perceptions. Have you ever considered how flags are more than mere symbols? They encapsulate the identity, the struggles, and the pride of a nation. We, today, in our era of abundance, may overlook the complexity behind obtaining certain colors, especially in bygone times when processes were labor-intensive and certain resources were as sought after as gold. Purple, as it turns out, falls directly into this category: luxurious, regal, and often harder to come by than you'd ever have thought. In today's narrative, we're not only lifting the veil on why purple was a color of riches and royalty seldom displayed for the masses, but we're also branching into the profound implications such exclusivity had on society. Among the topics we'll discuss is Tyrian purple, the exclusive dye linked to power and prestige, and the painstaking measures taken to produce a single ounce of this elite pigment. This isn't just a story. It's a vibrant recollection that has evolved into an exquisitely crafted hardcover book, a testament to how simple questions can open doors to the vast halls of learning. It's for the young at heart, for parents seeking to infuse some color into their children's education, and for anyone harboring a zest for wisdom so seldom satisfied. But before we continue, I want to thank you all for your unyielding support, for your thirst for knowledge that drives us to dive deep into such topics. If this is your cup of tea, if unlocking the secrets of the past and bridging them to the present excites you as much as it does me, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and ring the notification bell. You'll not only gain access to a wealth of knowledge, but you'll also be part of a community that values wisdom and insight. As we unwrap this story further, we're impressed by the sheer intellect and innovation that our ancestors deployed in their quest for the majestic purple, but equally fascinated by how the progression of technology and modern marketing has democratized colors, making what was once a privilege now ubiquitous. Now, think about it. What does this historical journey tell us about value, scarcity, and perception? What can we learn from the color purple about branding, exclusivity, and marketing that applies directly to our modern life, dating, or how we cultivate the bulldog mindset in a competitive world? From international diplomacy to personal finance strategies and making impactful investments in real estate, there's a thread of wisdom to be gleaned. Scarcity creates value. History confirms it. But how do we apply this to our financial battles, to digital marketing strategies, or to creating a personal brand that stands out? In the realm of personal development, the lessons are equally invaluable. Embrace the divine masculine by harnessing the allure of rarity in your character. Apply wisdom insights from our stories to enrich your interpersonal relationships or stand strong in your personal endeavors. Engage in monk mode reflection to tap into semen retention attraction methods that elevate your mental prowess and physical vigor. Utilize the lessons learned to dominate fields of profit, becoming that strong, successful male in your empire, one strategic move at a time. As extraordinary as it seems, flags, their colors, or lack thereof, spur us to think about the larger canvas of our lives, guiding us to make smarter choices in insurance, negotiate better terms for loans and mortgages, or consult with an attorney for an airtight legal claim. It arms us with credit wisdom, preparing us to face potential recessions with a financial shield, and propels us towards online banking solutions and transformative software that streamline our daily grind. Through the pages of history, the lore of color, and the great tapestry of mankind's journey, this book, available now for your intellectual indulgence, presents not just stories but strategies. Strategies that can be woven into your professional fabric, whether it's in marketing and advertising or navigating the volatility of the trading world. Let's not forget real estate. Talk about a colorful market. Imagine what could happen if we applied the same principles that made purple so precious to evaluating investment properties. Combine that with wisdom gleaned from managing credit and exploring online banking options, and bet your bottom dollar you're on your way to financial sovereignty. The deep dive doesn't end there. Modern dating, another maze of human psychology, custom, and color, if you will hear, too, the lessons of purple prevail. It's all about presenting yourself with the rarity of a sought-after heel. Carve out your own empire, present yourself like the strongest male hero ever, and your persona will resonate like a scarce color on a flag, unforgettable and eminent. But as we muster our mental forces in pursuits of modern life, we should not forget to give back. Philanthropy, whether through donating time or resources, is the truest reflection of a generous spirit, the purple dye in the broad spectrum of life's hues. Carry out the actions of a divine masculine by making ethical and impactful donations through intelligent personal finance decisions. And remember, the knowledge we've shared today is meant to foster a movement, a shift in how we perceive the world, learn from it, and succeed within it. It's a testament to our commitment to lifelong learning, to digging deeper than the surface, to challenge, comprehend, and conquer. Before we close this chapter, though, ponder upon this. With the wisdom you've gathered, what will be the first stone you turn in your own quest for personal evolution? What strategies will you implement from today's revelations to fortify your career wisdom, your financial acumen, or your social prowess? If you found meaning in our dialogue, if the narrative painted today has enlightened your path or sparked your intellectual curiosity, feel free to tip the scales of gratitude. Any contribution that parallels the value you've gained from this discussion is deeply appreciated, and the link, as always, can be found in the description below. May your days be filled with rare insights, much like the color purple, adorning your life's flag with the splendor of knowledge and success. Until next time, stay curious, stay driven, and keep seeking the extraordinary in the world around us.